It was a little bit of a struggle. My first couple jumps, I didn't even think I made it to finals, so I took my free jumps and then thought it was over. And Coach Jackson came over to me and was like, hey, like, you made finals, like, let's go. And I'm like, okay, all right, so let's go, 3 more jumps.
I estimated by looking at the results so far on the NCAA descending order list, what it probably would take to get in. So I knew the number she had to reach. I did not share that with her because then you're, as an athlete, you're trying to reach a specific spot in the pit.
My third jump, I just went for it, full speed, like, just went through it like how I usually do, normal, no stress to it, just did it, and walked out of the pit, didn't think anything of it, was just like, all right, that was my last jump, like, it's over, whatever. And then looked at the number and Coach Jackson starts clapping, getting wicked excited, and I'm just like, what, like, is that good? Like, how, I don't know, is that good? And he looks up the standings for regionals and he goes, that was your ticket to Florida. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm going.
The 12:53 jump allowed her to be 40th Sunday evening. By the time all of the results had been submitted to the NCAA tracking list, it had then put her to 48th. So now we were, that 12:53 got her in by the skin of her teeth, really. If you don't feel anything, and if this feels like you're moving seamlessly through your phases, that's usually when you're traveling well and your foot positioning is well under you, your body's in the correct position to allow you to move quickly through the phases. So,
which that's like how it has been every big jump that I've had.
Right,
in the
it
past,
feels like
it
nothing.
just feels like nothing.
I think for me, because I came off an injury in indoor, I'm sort of peaking in my season, I hope. So really when I get down there, it's about having fun, but I think it's also about trying to get like my best mark of the season, maybe hopefully like a PR. I think that I'm strong enough now, like my season has been pretty short, that now is the time where I can really get after it. And at regionals, it's really fast paced. Like you get out there to compete and it happens in the blink of an eye. So I think it's really just staying focused and I don't know, staying strong throughout my jumps, remembering that I'm there for a reason, there to compete, and I'm still just as good as the high competitors.
You have 48 women coming to compete in the triple jump to try and make the final round of competition, which is in Eugene, Oregon, which means this year specifically, you have 3 attempts to jump the best that you can jump. And essentially, for her being on the latter part of the list, that means she'll jump first. She has 24 other women in front of her jumping after she jumps to sort of figure out whether she'll make it in or not. This is designed to get you fully warmed up.
As if I had already had 3 jumps, like.
Right. This is to precipitate already being mentally, physically fired up. Like you should go into these first 3 jumps feeling somewhat fatigued, like you're like, all right, I've shaken the cobwebs out. The uniqueness of this competition is that you see everybody east of the Mississippi, from Maine all the way down to Miami to LSU. I mean, you have everybody there.
It's definitely something you have to mentally prepare for. The athletes there are crazy. They're trying to get to Division I nationals. Like everything is loud, it's intense, it's fast-paced. They have the best officials there, so nothing is slow. They're getting through everyone's jumps as quick as they can. It's definitely a change. It's like a culture shock, kind of, to the slow-paced meets we have throughout the season. It changes your view of track and field in college when you go to bigger meets like that.
You'll have people in this region. You have the current #1 rank in the whole country, a young lady who's a freshman jumping for Georgia. She'll have to jump against her. You're talking a young lady who's jumped 46 feet. Right now that would put her like second on our men's team, not by a lot, like by a very little bit. She's a great athlete, so it's like to say a specific number to get you in is very difficult to determine. The 12 best jumpers that day will go to Eugene, Oregon.
I'm just taking it all in at this point at every meet, so I think that going out there I'll just have my own confidence, no matter what my ranking is, no matter what my best jump of the season was. I just want to have fun with it, so I think that's where my confidence will come from, just enjoying the time there, and I think my competitiveness will come out a lot because it'll be the end for me, so I don't want it to be.